Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new season of The Americans. We're already on to episode 2 now of season 4. The continuation of them accepting a new mission, I'm expecting, and I still can't read fully what Paige is going to do, what her line of thinking is, which way she's going to swing, and what they even do depending on which way she does swing. I'm expecting season 4 to be a real step up from season 3 now that that's out in the open, and it's out in the open with Martha. She's just having to keep things together as it is with what she's now learned that he's had to done to move attention away from her. There's a lot of stuff going on. Right, let's carry on. Episode 2. I was really nervous at the end of the last episode when Stan pulled Philip on seeing his wife with that in his pocket. Is this a good idea with the way Paige is snooping around now? I don't know, I don't feel like leaving that in the house is a good idea. He's proper gonna have to hide this. Oh, fair enough. Ooh, okay, panic over.
I've been...
She don't know. Well, the thing is...
Do you remember when I went to Est with him?
Yeah.
I ran into Sandra and we went out afterwards a couple of times. She really understands all this stuff and she was helping explain some of it to me.
She's gonna be mad at you for this because
Stan found
this is
out
your fault.
I've done the introductory seminar. I don't know. There's something about it. You learn things. You learn how to deal with things.
I mean, I knew you were going through something.
Yeah.
Is it something that you'd ever want me to go to?
And there it is.
Sure.
20 years of E. coli and hepatitis. I never thought we'd get here. His low clearance limits his access.
There's nastier stuff than this.
Oh,
Of course there is.
Elizabeth here is a list of everyone in his company. I usually take care of it myself, but this is a military-level operation. Now, why don't we have you do it before they tell me to have you do it?
I mean, back in the 80s, it's probably a lot easier than what it would be now, but still, it's not that simple.
It's a computer. For the kids. From you.
У меня плохие новости. Твой брат.
No.
Деталей пока нету.
No.
Это случилось 2 дня назад. В бою.
Shit. He was trying to get him out.
Его срок службы истек в октябре.
Yeah, it's KIA.
I promised them. I shouldn't have said anything.
You needed to tell someone, Paige. Nobody can carry this sort of thing alone.
There you go. There it is. We got a problem.
She told him everything.
Did he tell anyone?
Not on the tape.
So what'd you do now?
If we move fast, maybe we're okay.
You want to kill him?
Yeah.
She will run so far from here.
Oh, she's made this so...
We could leave.
This is the very point I was making that Paige doesn't understand at her age. The importance of being an American child, she hasn't understood just the severity of this. That if your parents find out that you've talked to him and you know what your parents do, so there's a very good likelihood that they're going to find out one way or another, even if it is using surveillance, which is what they've done, that you are leaving them with very little choices to either work him or get rid of him. And that will make her run. That will make it worse. Maybe should have just locked her up in the basement and said she'd run away.
I know I'm not in the loop on Oleg Burov, no matter what I say, but...
He don't trust you now.
Based on your reports, on the occasions you saw fit to make them, Boroff doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who responds to blackmail.
I don't know where
I heard you were
Dad's
going to sit down with
position
Jean's parents.
with Stan is now.
This afternoon. They have a lawyer.
We didn't kill him.
That much we know.
I don't know what relationship between Stan and Gad is now because he knows exactly what he did. That was a nothing leaves this room kind of conversation. They're going to have to work him. They can't kill him. They kill him, they'll lose Paige completely. I'm actually surprised from the moment we started this show and Stan moved in down the road.
Religious.
That's still not come out.
He'll be there the day after tomorrow.
You all right?
What do you want me to say?
Paige will have no reason to suspect we had anything to do with this.
Of course she will.
Into this job, and she gets even a whiff of some of the shit we really do.
The problem here is for Paige not to even remotely contemplate or piece together that she thinks you may have had something to do with this if you disappear him is, I feel like you need to hand this off to someone else. You two need to have cast iron alibis in front of Paige that you are there with her when, I don't know, he gets hit head on by a semi or something, you know, a car crash, instant dead, you know, something where she can't question for a second that neither one of you were present when something possibly may have happened to him. Even then, she can still suspect, did you have him killed? But I think Paige is more aware than they're giving her credit for. And I don't mean she knows the details or she knows specifics. I think her mind is on overdrive, like it would be for any of us, going, just exactly what do they do? How much are they into? Are they James Bond kind of people? Are they assassins? Are they murderers? Do they just rid anybody that gets in their way? Or is it just surveillance? Is it, you know, all of this shit will be going around in her head. So, what the fuck do you do?
За посылки из Америки. Это ж много значило.
Думала я о тебе. Хочешь верь, хочешь нет.
It's kind of what put her where she is right now.
Знаешь, а я иногда представляю себе, вот что было бы, если бы ты оставила ребенка.
Толстая бы, наверное, была сейчас. Ты не ожидал, да, что я объявлюсь?
Я всегда думал, что ты объявишься. Всегда.
После стольких лет?
Ну что, нашла бы себе кого-нибудь посимпатичнее, и все?
Куда мне? Да. По плану все. Всегда. У меня к тебе просьба. Горилика, помнишь?
Ну а как же?
Как он все тем же занимается? Передашь ему?
Здесь что? Разрешено что-то носить?
No.
Да, нормально все. Не свети только.
Do you know which terminal TWA is?
Terminal 7, force stop.
That's how they're doing it. Okay.
Last time, I think my co-pilot knew something was going on.
Is there any reason he would have known, anything he could have seen? Look, maybe he just sensed you were nervous. Is there any problem getting it on the plane? Don't stare. It's okay. It's nothing. Trust me. He's just doing his job. Go in the airport, look out the window.
You all right?
Oh, he had some bad news, but gonna be okay.
Maybe we should go.
Shut the fuck up!
It's not fun.
Where are you flying to, sir?
Talk to you for a second.
I don't mean to intrude on your personal life, but you don't look too good.
I'm okay.
He's gonna have to do something here.
Where are you flying to today?
That was all he's doing. He created that whole fucking mess. The reason your co-pilot was nervous is because the way you're fucking acting. Of course, security has to be the form if a pirate looks over encumbered or distressed. That was just stupid. I thought we didn't use people that were this nervous. What if Paige ends up here? Or does he just get off the bus and just let someone discover the body?
This is Terminal 4, International Departures.
You prick.
Please take all your belongings. We're leaving the bus.
Well done, costume department. Oh, Jesus Christ. So now Philip is on the bus with the biohazard and a dead body. I would be panicking myself at this point. This kind of reminds me of when Elizabeth got locked in the boot of that FBI car and they went onto the barracks. I mean, he just looks like he's been strangled, so as long as there are no witnesses, no one's going to know who the hell that was. There were no cameras on buses back then, and there were no cameras on the street, so...
Somewhat successful. They showed me the results. The radar signature was reduced. I'm at the limits of my understanding here. It doesn't matter what they get me. I can't make any more progress.
He's hit a wall. He's hit a wall.
I'm not scared. I'm just a little nervous.
But I think I may have found a way to let your son know you're alive.
I won't let you do anything that could put you in danger.
It's not up to you.
What kind of is, really?
I needed to do this.
If he tells you to stop, but...
It's not just for you.
I don't know what to say. In a place like this, you have been a surprise.
So?
They're not gonna make the trade. There's some other prisoner in Russia my government wants more than Nina.
It's not down to Stan.
I wonder whose life we saved.
I heard about your brother. I'm so sorry.
So we're friends now.
I won't go that far. I think it's best you do go your separate ways at this point.
I tried to get it back to Gabriel, but I couldn't reach him.
So it's back in our house?
Yes,
You can't
because
just leave it.
Tits up.
The cabin has a space heater, but there's a groundskeeper. We're both gonna have to be there. You make up with your boyfriend yet? Stan.
Pastor Tim?
There we go.
Pastor Tim!
Okay, I'm glad that was a dream because that really confused me then. I was like, what? This show really makes you think, really makes you question, and you've really got to pay attention. There are a lot of subtleties that you can miss. It's been expertly directed and acted.
Everybody's very happy about the Fort Detrick contract. We still haven't been able to pass along your package. It'd be a lot easier if I could do a drop.
Let's say this is the one time
that it happens.
The dog or kid opens it up,
and
tens of thousands of people start oozing pus all over the streets of D.C.
Gabriel said something about getting stuff from level 4.
You even know what level 4 is?
I mean, he's storing it in a cool box, and he's just told us just how catastrophic this thing is if it gets out.
Can we get that thing out of our house?
What happened?
The courier didn't want it. That's what happened, and I don't want it in my house.
Elizabeth, your mother died. We had someone with her. She wasn't alone. When you do what we do, it's very easy to lose your bearings.
Do you know there's one thing I've never done? I've never watched a Russian show. If any of you guys out there can suggest a really good Russian show, I'd be willing to give it a shot.
Он не имеет к этому отношения.
Я склонен вам верить. Мы провели графологическую экспертизу. А как же ваш муж? Как вы могли так с ним поступить?
Вы наверняка рады.
Да нет.
But she was doing what you are asking her to do here.
Зачем вы это сделали? В 2 шагах от свободы.
I'm trying to decide whether she did this to help the situation and for her to get herself free, or she did it for him.
We need you to stay home with Henry tonight. Your dad and I have some work to do.
You're working tonight?
Have to. What? What's wrong?
I told him.
Oh, she's admitting
Pastor
it.
Tim, I told him I'm so sorry.
What did you tell him?
Everything. I'm so sorry. I know that I shouldn't have, but I just didn't know what to do.
No,
I'm
you shouldn't
sorry.
have.
This was the one thing. The
we
one
needed to
thing that
trust
you
you with.
couldn't do.
See, I'm afraid I'd have to give Paige a shock here. Now, I'd have to go, no, you don't understand what it means. You know what it means now? It means you just got him killed.
Can you just please come home? Just come home.
I talked to Pastor Tim about this, and
If I hear one more time about Pastor Tim,
you have to understand this too. It's not normal. This is killing me, Mom. It's killing me, and I can trust him. I told you that.
You have no trouble lying to me.
That's not fair.
We'll figure this out, okay? Figure it out.
I'm mad at her. She's mad at her. But she's a kid.
She told me.
She admitted it. So what do we do now?
She admitted it.
We need to handle it differently.
What did you say?
Because now...
I said wait till your father gets home.
Should certainly put it all together now.
My mother died.
On top of it all.
We're in trouble.
I know.
Yeah, it's just the realisation of it here. Well, there we have it. Paige has admitted her guilt, fault, however you want to perceive it, that has now adjusted the game plan that they were going to use. As I was mentioning commentary, you know, she's a kid. She has confessed. She says it's killing her. She doesn't know what to do. How many of us at 14 could handle this kind of stress and strain? It's not something 99 out of 100 teenagers would ever go through. In fact, you could probably times that by 100,000. You know, boys, teachers, bullying, pregnancy, all the normal things that come up as a teenager. Not this. And they both recognise we're in trouble here now because she has just... It would have probably been better that she didn't admit it, but the fact that she's come out with it now, she has just derailed anything you was going to do because now she would just put the pieces together. So now you've got an outside source there now that knows the truth. And for once, you can't make a play, you can't make a move. And the Nina thing, I was under the assumption that she was doing all of that to continue to gain this guy's trust and to make a friendship of it and to show that she's willing to go out of her way for him and sacrifice her possible freedom for it, which is in effect what she's doing anyway. But I thought it was part of the play. It just shows, you know, this really is a thinking person show. You've got to pick up on the finer details, and that one, I thought it was going in a particular direction, and she's confirming that it wasn't. The son is spending a lot of time with Stan. I don't know how much to read into that right now, but like Paige can no longer confide in her mother with what's going on, and the son is seeing more of a father figure in Stan because his real father's too busy. And he's making more of a, you know, the thing is, Stan really should be distancing himself more than he is, especially with what's taken place recently with his dad, with Philip. But because they live on the same street and it's just a hop across the road or whatever, he feels comfortable there. I don't know what to read into that or not. I also don't know what to read into between the relationship between Stan and Gad now. But I think everything that we know as to what Stan is and why he's still an agent, why he wasn't canned over everything that happened, I think is the understanding of what Stan knows from it, not what Gad does. Because it was kind of gone over his head. Now then, that whole scene with the bus, with the pilot, what was he doing? I mean, is he I'm assuming, you know, he was meant to take that. He's going to be in serious shit for that. I mean, he was saying that the co-pilot was a little bit sketchy and nervous last time. Yeah, I can see why, because you're waving a red fucking flag with the way that you're behaving. And then just doing what he did and leaving Philip with no choice but to kill yet someone else that he didn't need to. All he needed to do was just stay calm, keep his damn mouth shut. He didn't even need to, even if he's feeling nervous, if you're feeling like, just zip it. But he didn't. And we have to keep it in the context of the time that this show is based in. No cameras anywhere. So just walking off the bus is enough. But still having to leave with this, whatever the fuck it's called, that's in this container that's bio-level hazard 3 or 4. So a dead drop is out of the question. He has absolutely categorically said there is no way, because this could just be the one time if a kid picks it up or a dog sniffs it or whatever. We know why all of the pathogens that governments and agencies and that have around the world, why they're in biocontainment fields, because if this stuff gets out, it spreads across a population like a fucking nuclear bomb. The path that it can just incinerate, go through in a matter of days. And then all the investigation, the internal investigation in CDC coming in and the FBI coming in and making connections, you'd be done for. But as it stands right now, they're in trouble. They're in trouble because they were pushed to a point where they were going to reveal, or being told to reveal to Paige to try and bring her into the fold. And then Paige worked it out for herself. And here we are. Here we are. She can't handle it. The hell did they do? No idea. This show's fascinating. Right, I will be back with episode 3 next week. Until then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. By all means, post your comments down below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you're in the mood to watch these in full length and uncut reactions, they are available over on Patreon. You can check the link in the description. As always, I will see you for episode 3 in a week. Take care.